Hi, I'm Laura Ray, and welcome to Laura Ray Beauty. Yes, I've changed the name of my channel from Shake Up Makeup to Laura Ray Beauty. I just feel that's such a better name because I have such a strong connection with all of you, and my name is Laura Ray, and I've been on YouTube almost 6 years. That's incredible. In June, it'll be 6 years, and I just wanted a name that would reflect my channel. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And I've been wanting to talk about this for a long time. There are so many products that I go to buy at the drugstore or at Ulta or Target or wherever I'm shopping, and they're just gone. They're gone on a consistent basis. So I've started just ordering them online. So I'm going to share with you some of my all-time favorite products that I really love and use all the time that are really hard to find in a store. There are a couple of foundations that I keep in my rotation, and one of them is the Catrice HD foundation. I have had this in my collection for months. My shade that I use is Rose Beige. I really like this. I'm actually going to buy the next shade up for summer, Sand Beige, but this really does feel like second skin. It's matte but not flat. That's what I like about it. It doesn't age my skin. It really blends in beautifully. It's just a little thicker than water. As you can see, it's really runny. I like to put it first on this glass palette. I've had so many questions about this. It's so inexpensive. It was around $4 on Amazon. And by the way, I will have all the links for everything beneath the video if you're interested in any of the products. But I just drop a couple of drops on it and it covers my entire face. It sinks right in the skin, and I feel like this is just one of those foundations that for me is not drying, doesn't get into my fine lines, and lasts all day. A game changer for me has been this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shades Brightener and Neutralizer. I've been really using this Neutralizer lately since I've developed rosacea. The Neutralizer is great for this area where I tend to get red, and even if you don't have rosacea, most people my age have spots on their face that are red, and it really does get rid of the redness. So I like to use it around my nose where I have some broken capillaries and in the center of my face. Now this Brightener has been a game changer too. I use it as an eye primer. It really does brighten up the eye area and other areas of my face, my chin, my cheeks. I like to put it on the cheekbones to brighten that area. And it just gives an overall awake appearance to the skin. So I really love these. Now, as far as the eyelid, I used to use the MAC Painterly Pot and the soft ochre. Well, I would say this sort of is like a liquid soft ochre, and this is sort of like a Painterly in a liquid form. So these are just great little tools to bring highlight and dimension to the face. Milani makes beautiful shadows, but several of the classics they're just getting rid of. This is one of them here. I really love these. And also the most loved mattes. They're disappearing from the drugstore. And what tends to happen with these kind of products is they go for a good price for a while and then they get jacked up to a really high price. So a good time to grab them is when they're first getting rid of them. But this palette is just beautiful. It's the Everyday Eyes palette. And what I like about this is you have some basic mattes. This is great for travel. I actually went away for the weekend and took this with me, and it just had everything I needed. And then this has a slight shimmer to it. Now, what I've started to do to be able to use some color in my looks without it being too much is I use my Sigma lip brush. Here's my Sigma. This is called their blended lip brush. I take this because it's like a pencil brush, but super tiny. It is just perfect for lining the eyes. And I take these brighter colors and turn them into an eyeliner. That way you get a little bit of color on the eye without it being too much. I'm really enjoying doing that because I love color, but I don't want it to look too clownish or too dramatic. So I found that this is a way to use color on a mature eye without it being too obvious. This palette from Milani is very hard to find. It was, I believe, a limited edition palette meant for highlighter. But I have found, not only do I like it for highlighter, even more so I love them as eyeshadows. This is very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Glow palette that she came out with that was around $75. This is so much more reasonable. It ran me $17.99, and I'm so glad I bought it because there's so many shades of shimmer that you can just pop in the center of the eye and get such a beautiful look. And then if you do want some extra highlighter, maybe you are going out for the evening, this is just perfect on the cheekbones. I've gotten so much use out of this. It'll last me a long time, and I'm really glad I got it before it's gone. I talked about the Vaseline stick. I have a video on how many different uses that I found for this, and I'll link that also in the description in case you didn't see it. This is a game changer. I love this for travel, but I went back to buy more for some family and friends, and they were gone. The shelves at Target were empty where these were. So I will have to buy them online from Target, but this is amazing. I use this all the time for elbows, hands, cuticles, highlighter on the cheeks, just everything. And the great thing about it is it's travel friendly. It's not messy. So you can just throw this in your purse or your suitcase, and you know that you're not going to get Vaseline all over the place. I also love the consistency of this so much more than Vaseline. Vaseline's so goopy. This is just very thin, feels great on the skin. You can keep it next to your bedside table or on your bedside table and just put this on, and it's just amazing. Essence makes some amazing products. They carry them now at CVS. They have them over at Ulta. But often I'll go because I'll see a product online and then it's not at the store. Maybe they had it and I'll see one left and it's cracked. It's broken. So that's really frustrating. Well, these blushes from Essence are so worth it, and I would definitely order them. The pigmentation on these is great. Now these shades, the way they are, they remind me maybe of something you would see from Benefit. They just have a very modern look. I just am amazed at the quality of these. I barely touch it, put it on, and you get incredible color that lasts all day. This year, I have really gotten into lip liners, and I've always been into eyeliner, of course. Well, one of my favorites that I've talked about so much is the LA Girl, but if you go to CVS or Ulta where they carry it, most of the time, the display is empty. Why is it empty? Because they're amazing. They're so inexpensive, around $4.99, and they last as well as any high-end. Now, I recently started using deep brown. They have two shades of brown. This eyeliner is great. When you put it on, it stays in place. I've done some wear tests on my hands. Even after I've washed my hands, it's still on. I almost have to just take it off with coconut oil. So that is going to last you all day. Now, one that I found that was a dupe that I can't believe what a spot-on dupe it is for Charlotte Tilbury's iconic nude liner. This one, Keep It Spicy from LA Girl, is the same shade, and it lasts just as well and looks as beautiful on the lips. I like to fill my entire lip in sometimes and just put on a little gloss on top. Now, this one from Rimmel is another shade. Rimmel is really hard to find. I will go to Walgreens or CVS, and they just are out of the best shades. You always see the ones that are popular are gone. This is Nonstop Glamour. I love this because it's one of those universal shades. It's just a gold. It can be put on pinks. It can be put on nudes, just anything, a red, whatever you like, and it just elevates your whole look. Now, another shade that is super popular that I can only find pretty much on Amazon now is this one, Eastend Snob. It is one of Rimmel's most popular liners they've ever made because it's a pinky nude. It's been called on the internet by various dupes of shades. Well, what I found is a dupe for a drugstore. A dupe for that is LA Girl's Enduring Mauve. This is also a beautiful shade that I love, that I often wear. It is spot on Eastend Snob. So if you're having a hard time finding Eastend Snob, which I do have a link for that, they do sell it on Amazon still, I would just go with the LA Girl Enduring Mauve. It is just as great, and the shades are the same. Rimmel's Moisture Renew liner is another liner I've had a hard time getting. I love this because it's clear, and it also helps fill in those lines around your lips. You can just take this, go right into the line, and it's almost like spackle. Plus, if you don't particularly like liners or you have a unique shade of lipstick that you just don't feel you want to wear a liner with, you can use this as a clear lip liner, and it will keep the lipstick from feathering into fine lines. So this is a real find that I use all the time. This blackberry from Nivea has become very popular because several YouTubers have talked about it being a dupe for Black Honey from Clinique. Well, I've loved Black Honey for many years, and when I tried the two shades, it wasn't a dupe, but it was close. But the consistency of it was the same. The feel of it, it's very balmy, sort of a plum shade to it. So it was a little different. I believe when I tested them, the Black Honey was a little more brown than this, but I still love this. Well, it can be really hard to find in the drugstore. I've only seen it maybe in one drugstore in my area. So I had ordered it off Amazon and it came with these other three. This is cherry, watermelon, and strawberry. I have found so many uses for these. I not only wear them alone, but often I'll just put them over a lip pencil, or if a lipstick is starting to wear off during the day, I'll just grab one of these and throw it on top and it'll make a beautiful shade. You know, Marilyn Monroe, her red lips used to be 5 different lip colors that her artist put together, and I tend to put at least 2 on my lips, sometimes 3, and it makes your lipsticks look so interesting. So not only do these feel good on the lips, but it's a way to add a little bit of interest to your look. I want you all to know that I'm really thinking of you at this time. I'm doing fine. I'm at home. I'm off school for another week. It was my spring break anyway, so I'm here working on videos and things that I think you'll enjoy coming up, so I'm really excited about that. But I wanted you to know that I am thinking of you. Now, last week, I had a giveaway for Sigma blushes. They're beautiful. The winners are posted below, and as soon as I can get to the post office, I will get those mailed out to you. Now, this week, I have a giveaway for products that I really love. Some of my favorite eyeshadows this year have been from Maybelline. These City Mini palettes, I bought 2 of them to give away, and also, very hard to find now, almost impossible. I have 2 left of the Spice Petal. This is the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick that you've been hearing about all over YouTube. I have 2 left, so each winner will get the City Mini palette and the lipstick. So if you would just leave me a comment below, something you're thinking of buying from the video, or something that you enjoyed, or a product you would like me to try out. Thanks so much for watching.